And welcome back to Local Matters. My name is Mike, he's Ron, and this is the greatest program on your TV, Halton, as far as we're concerned. And it is Local Matters, lots of great information about the happenings in the local community here in North Halton, which is Halton Hills, Acton, Georgetown. Anybody else? Because I always used to get, when Brian Lewis was here, Ann Rockwood, and
there's a
producer
lot.
extraordinaire getting in my ear, that's great. But Brian Lewis, former councillor for Halton Hills, he used to get in the chair and he used to always talk about it, because I would just glaze over, and I've heard it before, glaze over Halton Hills, so I want to make sure I got everybody in there. So
there's a lot.
There is a lot in Halton Hills.
You've got Glen Williams, you've got Limehouse, you've got Norval, and now I'm going to forget him, Belinifad, if I'm even pronouncing that one right. Hornby.
Yes.
As well.
We've got Campbellville and Milton, and then we also a bone of contention for a lot of people not being able to pronounce Nassagaweya. For our friends up in the rural area, Nassagaweya.
Yeah, you can have that one.
I've nailed it over the years. I think I mispronounced it once early in my council career, and Cindy Luno, who was a councillor at the time as well, let me know and help me practice, so that way I wouldn't make that mistake again. Nassagaweya. There's lots of great areas here in North Halton, so we're going to talk about a lot of the some church bazaars, some bazaars and markets that are happening for Christmas. So we can get your, like I said, get your pens and your day timers ready to go. And there seems to be quite a bit. Ron's done his research. This is very good. It's nice to have a co-host who does some good research from time to time. And lots of great events that are happening in the northern part of Halton for the Christmas and some markets. So Ron, take it away.
Absolutely, and the ones that I'm going to talk about right now, Mike, they're just the early ones, because there's a bunch in December, so we can talk about those the next time up. Here's one that may be already over by the time some people actually view this, but on Saturday, November 1st at the Acton Legion, they have their Christmas Bazaar. It runs 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So they're saying, come on out to the Acton Legion's Christmas Bazaar to purchase vintage Acton merchandise. And they make great gifts. And then you can speak with historian Scott Brooks, and he will talk to you about local Acton history. So that's November 1st. Now, throughout the month, there's a whole bunch of other ones. On November 22nd, also a Saturday, there will be the Acton Stellar Christmas Market at the Acton District School. And then there's a Christmas Bazaar, high tea, and a seated lunch at the Hillsview Acton Senior Center. That one will be running 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Also at a senior's place, the Mountain View residents, on Friday, November 28th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., they'll be having their Christmas market. And then the annual one at the Christ the King High School, they call it the the Handmade Craft Fair. And that's Sunday, November 16th. That runs 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., so that's a long one. And the last one that I've got on the list so far is the Christmas Artisan Market, and that's at the Norval United Church, Saturday, November 8th. That goes 10 to 4. There'll be a lot more. Mike, that's all I got for you right now.
I love these bazaars, the markets, lots of handmade, authentic, and I like that when you use the term, the authentic Acton merchandise at the market there. But there's a lot of people who do knitting and crocheting, and there's always lots of little crafty items. And when you're giving Christmas presents to family members and friends, it doesn't have to be a huge item. It doesn't have to be expensive items. You can find something that's really, really nice at these Christmas markets throughout the community, and to give to your family and your friends. And so lots of theirs. And again, we'll have all of this information on the Local Matters Facebook page. If you follow Councillor Ron Norris on Facebook, you'll be able to get all the details there and links to all the different websites for the information. And keeping with the Christmas market on Saturday, November 8th, the Grace Church in Milton, right along Main Street, has their annual Christmas market from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, handmade crafts, baked treats, and pies, which is I love just sampling out the treats that are there, and some jewelry, and it's a Christmas cafe as well. It's on 317 Main Street East. You can't miss it. Right along. It's right next to Troy's Diner, actually.
You had me at pies.
You had you at pies. Always have the pies, and especially, like I said, holiday snacks and treats are always fantastic. So get down to Grace Milton Church on Saturday, November the 8th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and see all the great items that they have for sale. And again, there's probably more that we've missed, and if you're watching or following us on Facebook, you can also send us your information through either a message or post it on one of our recent posts, and just let us know what it is. Give us the details, and the next TV taping that we do for Local Matters, we'll be able to put it up there and promote it, because it's all about our local community.
It always is.
Yeah. And nothing says local community at holiday time, at Christmas time, is the Santa Claus parades. And we are blessed in this area to have so many regular items, regular parades that happen. And we have, one in Milton, there's one in Campbellville, which I'll get to, which is, oddly enough, from what I know, is the last Santa Claus parade before Christmas, always, because it's in later part of December. But we have our one in Milton, and there's one in Georgetown, there's one in Acton, and Ron's going to give you the details of those.
Sure. Now, and I can understand why the last one would be Campbellville. That's probably the closest to the North Pole, and he has to get back up there.
That's right.
He's going to be busy for a while. So, Santa Claus is indeed coming to town. First up, on Saturday, November 15th, the Acton Firefighters Association do their annual Santa Claus parade. Now, this one starts at 1 p.m. You do need to get there early because the roads do fill up. There's a lot of people that come out to this. So it starts at Acton Boulevard and Queen Street and makes its way through to downtown Acton and ends at Prospect Park. So I'm being told this year to keep an eye out for the Vintage Acton pedal car as part of the parade. Now, Mike, I have good reason to attend, as my grandkids will actually be in the parade this year.
Oh, excellent.
But you don't need to have anybody related to be coming to this parade. It's just a really fun afternoon. Then, after a bit of rest and some hot chocolate, Santa will then travel down the road to Georgetown and starts up again under the lights from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And this is always really well attended, having Christmas lights on the floats. And typically the weather's been great, so I'm saying everybody come on out. Now, Mike, did you know that the first Georgetown Santa Claus parade was held in 1932? And it has run during the Great Depression, World War II, COVID. Santa, with the help of the Georgetown Lions Club, they've arrived in style for 94 years. The parade starts at St. Clair Avenue and Guelph. It travels along Guelph, about a little bit more than 3 kilometers, down through Georgetown downtown and into the Georgetown Fairgrounds. Now, this year, I have the privilege of co-hosting the Georgetown Santa Claus Parade with Melanie Fraser. Melanie is the CEO of the Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce, so this should be fun. Drop by, say hi to us as we broadcast in front of the Symposium Restaurant right on Guelph Street, right in the middle of town. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and I had the pleasure once of co-hosting the Acton Santa Claus Parade with Clark, and didn't get a word in edgewise because Clark was so busy, being so excited and talking about all the parade floats and everything else. I'm kidding, Clark. But fantastic event, and yeah, go by and say hi. They'll be sitting for quite some time during the parade, so and hopefully the weather's not too cold. I remember the one in Acton, it was freezing. We almost had to put up dividers to keep us from getting the frostbite from the wind. But yeah, come by and say hi. And Melanie is a fantastic CEO for the Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce. I had the pleasure of meeting with her a number of times over the years, and she does a fantastic job promoting the local business community in Halton Hills. So Melanie, shouts out to you.
Absolutely,
And,
she does a great job for the business community. And just so you know, Mike, that Clark has been taken out of solitary confinement, and
very good.
So he will be available, for the Acton Parade.
Very good. And that's the thing. Some people have sent us messages saying, can we get a Clark update? So there you go. That should be regular part of our show. And maybe one day he's going to walk into the studio. You never know.
He should.
And we've got a cardboard cutout for him, so we can use that as if he doesn't make it. So the Santa Claus Parade on November 16th is coming to Milton. And this year the theme is a cartoony wonderland. So the floats will all have obviously some cartoons and some fun activities. Always a great time. It grows each and every year, and it goes all the way from like a main street over by, it's Tremaine Road is usually where things get blocked off and start. So basically from Bronte Road all the way down to the Milton GO station. You can come aboard and along the sides of the streets. It's usually pretty packed. So again, try to get there as quickly as you can to find a great spot to watch the parade. It's always a fantastic time. The mayor likes to lead it off. And sadly, we're going to be missing two of our other parade marshals in Milton, and that was Chris Hadfield's father and mother, who both recently passed. And they were mainstays, again, for leading off the parade with Mayor Krantz over the years, and their presence will definitely be missed. And condolences go out to Colonel Chris Hadfield, Milton resident and famous astronaut, for the loss of his parents recently. So it was it's pretty sad for that, but again, their presence will be missed. And the mayor, of course, will be kicking off the parade. Lots of floats. I can't remember how many are there. The Milton Santa Claus Parade Committee does an incredible job with organizing it and the timing. It always, the last number of years, has been running very, very smoothly. And that's one of the things about parades. Sometimes you get the backups. Things happen, cars can break down. There's lots of classic cars as well throughout the parade. But the parade usually goes pretty quickly and pretty succinctly, and always ends off with our good friend from the North Pole. I'm getting a little choked up there. Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah. You got to love it. And again, one of the things that is always important with these parades is getting involved in an organizing committee. And I think in the next show we're going to talk about the things that have been happening with the Canada Day here in Milton, where the committee, we didn't have an actual celebration this year. There was some celebrations that were happening in around with the Veterans Breakfast and everything else, but we didn't have, the fairgrounds opened up. We didn't have, the Ferris wheels and the fireworks at the end of it. So we can talk about that later, but it's important to get involved in these committees. The people who organize these committees spend countless hours preparing and planning, getting sponsors and everything. So if you get a chance, go to these organizations who are organizing these parades and see if you can offer your help and support in volunteering for it. So on that volunteering note, I'm going to volunteer the fact that we are out of time. Thanks for tuning in to Local Matters, truly local television. We'll see you again next time. Have a great day.